Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking on another video. Today we're going to do my December week 1 weekly check-in. But before we get started with that, I just want to tell you guys thank you so much for all the love you guys showed me on Instagram and on my community post regarding my FTCE language arts portion of the test, me passing. So in case it wasn't clear, because I guess I should have said it in the post, in order for me to get my teaching license, I have to pass 4 parts of the test. So I've only done 1 part, which was the language arts portion. So I still have to pass a social science portion, science, and mathematics. So I'm trying to get the next 3 portions tested before the end of the school year so that the Department of Education has time to, upload my scores, review my scores. And since I already have a bachelor's degree in the state of Florida, once I pass the FTCE, all 4 portions, then I am eligible for a temporary license, which allows me to be a teacher for, it's either 5 or 10 years, I can't remember, but at least 5 years. So I am currently working on that just to have some options. As you guys know, I'm commuting to Jacksonville 4 days a week now, which is an hour and a half travel time between me taking Carter to daycare and going to Jacksonville. So I don't want to be doing that come the new school year if nothing changes with my job. So if I end up getting a promotion, including a significant raise, then I will probably continue to commute, but making the money that I'm making now, it just doesn't seem feasible to continue to do that when I could be a teacher and work right up the street, possibly where my kids go to school, for almost the same pay. The starting salary for an elementary school teacher in my county is $53,000. So I do make a little more than that, but I think once you factor in having a pension for working for the state and me having summers off and Christmas break off when my kids are off, not having to have childcare, and possibly, I'm not sure what the benefits would look like as far as like our health insurance and things like that, but we are paying over $400 every 2 weeks currently for our health and dental and vision insurance through my job. So I think all in all, it would be making about the same that I'm making now without having to commute all the way to Jacksonville. So I'm just trying to keep my options open with going ahead and getting my teacher certification. Okay, so let's go ahead and do the check-in. The first thing that happened was I got paid. So I put $1,587 into our joint checking account. Brian got his last check from his previous job and he put $1,100 into our joint account. We paid for our AC warranty. It's like an annual plan that we have that helps us get like maintenance checkups twice a year for free, and then anything that we need for the AC, if something was to go wrong with it, we get a discount on it. So it's $19.95 a month, or we could pay all at once annually, and there's no discount to pay it annually, so we are just paying it monthly. So as $19.95, and it came out of our household category. We also had to get some filters for the faucet on our kitchen sink. We have a pure water filter that we use for drinking water at the kitchen sink. So 2 filters came to $8.16, and that came out of the household category. I got gas in my van for $53.55, which came out of cars. We paid Brian's life insurance, which was $35.93. We got groceries from Walmart for $230.88. This was the haul that I had up earlier this week or one day last week, I can't remember. We paid off our Home Depot card. Pew, 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 pew. $140.81 was our final payment. So we are done with Home Depot. We will not be taking it into 2025. That makes 3 debts that we have paid off for 2024. So I'm super grateful. Brian paid his cell phone bill, which was $108. We paid our ViStar credit card payment, which was $67. Brian's truck payment for $724.56. My van payment was $696.30. Our instant ink subscription was $7.44. We got some Christmas gifts. Well, we didn't get some Christmas gifts. We were paying off the Christmas gifts that we bought. Instead of transferring the money over to our sinking fund just to transfer it back, I just went ahead and pulled it right out of the checking account. So I made a payment of $185.19. We paid our Bank of America credit card for $119. Brian got gas in his truck for $55, and that came out of the cars category. Paid off some more Christmas gifts for $52.92. And some more Christmas gifts for $57.86. This was more of a want than a need. It did put us over budget for the household, but when I rearranged the house, I moved the couch that was in our like formal living room where no one ever was into our now only living room. We have a den and a living room, and we had them both set up as living rooms. We got rid of the couch and love seat that was in our den play area, and we moved the couch from the formal living room into that area. So I got a couch cover for it because we're going to be sitting on it more, and just to prevent it from getting grungy and nasty with kids. They tend to spill stuff. So that was $35.14 for a couch cover, and that came out of the household category. We paid Carter's tuition, which was $195. I got more gas in my van for $57.19. Our light bill came out, which we weren't planning for this paycheck, but it came out, so it was $58.93. Our internet came out for $65.70. And lastly, we got some donuts DoorDash to Bryson's school for his birthday. I had 2 dozen donuts DoorDashed and then a tip for the driver. So it ended up being $40.16. So we had a whole lot going on this week because we were unsure about how the rest of the month was going to go with when Brian was going to get paid next. So I tried to pay as much as we could this first week just to get it out of the way so we don't have a lot of bills we have to pay, and it's mostly the variable expenses that we'll be working on. We do have to pay our mortgage still, so, but I just wanted to get as many bills as possible out of the way. So for our income, everything was as expected. $1,100 from Brian, $1,587 from me, and $428.70 was our rollover, which is a total of $3,115.70. Kinetic, that is our internet, it was $65.70. Brian's cell phone was $108. Instant ink ended up being $7.44. Tuition was $195. My van payment was $696.30, and Brian's truck payment was $724.56. And our ViStar card was $67, and Home Depot was $140. What did I say? $140.81. Flip back. Yeah, $140.81. And then Bank of America was $119. And then we had, what did I say? FPL came out, and it was 50, no, not there, here. 58.93, I believe. You guys gave me some great ideas for my planner for 2025. So all of my paycheck budget sheets are going to be on this side, and I was talking about putting the expense trackers right behind it, and then some of you guys were saying that I should punch them on the right side of the paper and put the expense trackers here so I don't have to flip right back and forth, which I thought was a great idea. And since the printable version that I have is the double-sided printable version, I'm going to definitely do that for the second half. I've already printed and punched the whole first 6 months, but when I get ready to do the second 6 months, I'm definitely going to print the left side sheet and punch it on this side so that I can have the expense tracker here. So that'll be so much easier for me since I'm a lefty. and then have the paycheck budget on this side. So great ideas from you guys. I appreciate your feedback on it. All right, so let's see what all of these bills totaled up to be. All right, so that's a total of $2,182.74. And we'll subtract that from our income. And that will leave $932.96. Okay, so for groceries this week, we spent $230.88. For household, we spent $63.25. For cars, we spent $165.74. And for kids, we spent $40.16. Nothing in any of our other variable expenses. Oh, and I know I did tell you guys in the monthly budget, since we were over budget on the monthly budget, that with the doctor's appointment, figuring out that $40, and I was saying I was going to reschedule it. So fortunately, the other day I got a refund from that same doctor's office from when I went to the doctor earlier this year. My insurance ended up paying for it completely as a primary care visit. So I just got $40 back from this same doctor that I'm going to on the 19th. So that's a blessing. So if I have to pay $40 again, then it'll be okay, because I imagine I will just end up getting a refund for it because my insurance is going to pay it as a primary care visit. So no need to worry. I do still have my appointment and I'm planning to go. So it all worked itself out. I have to go get some blood work done on Friday so that they will have it in time for my appointment. Friday is also my birthday. I will be 38 years old. It's Friday the 13th, which is a little spooky. But I'm working from home that day, so I anticipate it's going to be a good day. I might beep up to Firehouse and get me a free sub. You know what I'm saying? All right, so that leaves us $432.93. And then the Christmas transactions, I think I spent almost exactly $300. I didn't add them up though, so forgive me. I'm going to flip back and do that real quick. $185.19, $52.92, and $57.86. So we spent $295.97 out of this $300. So that leaves $136.96, which is not my rollover. So what am I forgetting? Always something. Our rollover is 101.03. So $35.93. Oh, Brian's life insurance. I forgot to add that here because we rolled it over from November. It was supposed to be paid, or the due date is like the 3rd of December. So that was actually the end of our November, but it didn't end up coming out. So 21.82.74 plus 35.93. Brian and I just got done watching the new Jamie Foxx special on Netflix. It was different than we thought it was going to be. he's kind of telling the story about what happened to him, since it's been so like hush hush. So it was mostly a story about what he went through, and then a little bit of funny, a little bit of a concert he sang on the show too. So if you guys like Jamie Foxx, give it a view. Also, thank you guys for your patience with my December budget with me. If you have seen it, then you know I had a excuse me, I had a promotion with Mint Mobile, so I had to wait for them to approve the video, and I did it over like Thanksgiving break, so I had to wait for them to get back from Thanksgiving break in order to approve it, and then I had to make an edit to it. So that is what took me so long to get my December monthly budget together. All right, oops, wrong spot. Lots of white out on this one, okay? All right, so that leaves us $101.03, which we are going to roll over to the second week of December. Right now, we're not anticipating having any W-2 income come in for the second week of December. Brian found out that he gets paid the same week that I get paid, so we're going to be bi-weekly budgeters, both getting paid on the same week. So I'm going to be studying you guys' bi-weekly budgets. I already tried to like do some numbers on like my spreadsheet or whatever, figuring out how I'm going to budget going forward. And now I understand why you guys who get paid bi-weekly say that you feel like you don't get a magic month, because I can't figure it out. So I will be watching Steph's on a Budget on repeat, because she's a bi-weekly budget. Her family bi-weekly budgets, and I know they had a magic month in November. So just figuring out how she did it and how to make the numbers work going forward. Like, if you get paid 3 times, we get paid 3 times in January. So are we going to have 6 weeks in January, or should I split that last check and make it 5 weeks and then make it 5 weeks in February also? Like, I'm at a loss, so I'm struggling with it. I'm going to try and get it together before January rolls around so that I'm not floundering. Okay. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.